Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Bugger. I don't know what episode this is.
43.
Is it 40? Are you sure it can't be 40?
I edit them, it's 43.
Are you sure it's 43?
42 last week.
I thought it was 46. Somewhere in my head I've got 46.
No, it's 42.
That's 43.
Yeah.
Which is 42. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We'll keep that being. Welcome to BDA Chat. It's episode 43. Eagerly-eyed will notice that there's no Rob here this week. He's away. We'll go more into that at a later date. But we have got Kyle.
Hello.
Kyle Jenner.
Hello, good.
We've got first time on the podcast. A big round of applause for... We call her Gennaro, but her only real name is not Johnson. It's Holly Jameson.
Well, in a way, am I not in every single podcast because I edit them?
Holly does edit every single one.
Podmaster.
It's her favourite part of every week is editing the podcast. She enjoys it so much. Holly's the one that puts all the little in. You probably already figured it out because she's now doubt. When you're watching this, she's already edited together with lots of in.
Future me zoom in on his face.
It'll probably be some sort of uncomfortable close up. Anyway, thank you, Holly. So, episode 43. So, what we're going to do, what are we talking about in episode 43? Well, firstly, welcome. How is everybody? Everyone okay?
Yeah, really good. Really
Had a good week? What have you been up to?
Oh, busy working. We're doing a lot of good projects on this week. So, yeah, it's full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead?
Getting everything ready for Christmas.
Really? What, in terms of the world of web?
World of web, presents, everything.
Presents?
Everything.
Well, your web presents or just presents in general?
Web presents and presents in general.
Presents in general. That's a lot of presents.
It's a lot of presents.
Oh yeah, your tree's going to be like fully loaded at the bottom, right?
Oh, they're trying to get it all done before December hits as well.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm just waiting for Black Friday.
Oh, well, you're going to be doing a lot of searching on the web.
I am.
A lot of searching.
I will do be a lot of searching. Where would I be without the power of the search engine? But more than that.
But you wouldn't say you would search. You'd say you'd Google it, right?
Oh.
That's smooth. You would
Definitely.
You would. Yeah. To be fair, so this. I can't ask how you are, Holly, because we cannot go back from there.
No.
You've painted us right into a corner.
That's
so
fine.
a brilliant corner, and as ever by Holly, well painted.
Yeah.
Yes. Imagine, if you will, let's go back to 1998. Now, 1998. Can you imagine? It was a time where. I'm just going to go back to my notes. Windows 98 had just been released.
Oh, what is that?
No clue in the year there, but anyway. France had won the World Cup.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bill Clinton had denied that he had sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky.
Fake news.
Fake news. You'd be if you was at the cinema, guess what you'd be watching?
I want to say Toy Story?
Armageddon.
Oh!
Armageddon.
Can't even get to the cinema.
Drilling on a meteorite. Saving Private Ryan.
Great
Titanic. Film. And of course, the greatest Christmas film ever made.
Elf?
No.
Oh.
Die Hard, although according to Bruce Willis, it's not a Christmas movie. If you follow
Definitely
him.
is a Christmas movie.
He says it's not, but anyway, do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it's on at Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. isn't
I
it?
always thought it was a Christmas movie. It's one of my it's my go-to Christmas movie.
Yeah, was it what, the first one?
Always the first one. To be fair, there's more snow
There's
in the
more
second
snow in
one.
the second one, isn't there?
But it's more fake snow in the second one.
But it's based around Christmas
No,
time as well,
obviously
isn't
real.
it?
Yeah.
So,
See,
Christmas film.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you'd be on TV, you'd be watching Friends.
Yes.
You'd also be listening to Alanis Morissette.
Ooh, don't know about that. But
Jagged Little Pill. Well, at least it was what was current in 1998. I mean, I had that album, I must admit. It's funny how CDs have just vanished, haven't they?
Yeah, it's bringing back.
They just like...
People don't know what they are
I
anymore.
don't know. It's just... You imagine, I went into my... off-piste. I went into my... I don't know, office area the other day, and I found all these like lofty bit, and I found all these like CDs. I'm thinking, wow, I should display these. But then you think, what's the point? What is the point?
What do you play it on?
Well, yeah, there's no, you can't find a CD drive anyway. Well, if you've got a Blu-ray player, maybe, but that's not how you would play.
Oh.
So, but anyway, why are we going back to 1998? Well, 20 years ago. No, it's more than that, isn't it? 20 years?
Yeah, it is 20
20 years ago.
I was 6 years old. Yeah.
You were 6?
6! Oh.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
1998, I was 10.
I was like...
Is that right?
3 years old or something, I think I was.
No, I was born in 78, so 88. Yeah, I was 20. You was how old,
I
was
was
it?
like 3 or something.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a little baby.
Someone's been doing some man and half over there. So yeah, 1998. So what was so special about 1998? Well, I think Holly's alluded to it.
It's Google. Was it born?
Something
Google was born in 1998.
It was officially registered, wasn't it, I think? Is that right?
It was officially registered, yes, by two students from Stanford, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. or Sergei. Sorry, mate.
Serg.
Literally just butchered your name. But yes, founded by two guys from Stanford in 1998, and it was it wasn't the first search engine. There were obviously other search engines around at the time.
There were indeed, yes.
Which I guess probably leads us closely into because back in that day, the internet was a lot of bing, bing, bing. Yeah. That awful.
Makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then that dreaded moment of because I would have been 20. That was bad. You was okay. 6, probably not on the internet. To be fair,
no, it was outside in a pub
for me,
or something.
I'm 20-ish.
Yeah.
Young lad on the internet. It's a bad time for me. Dad'd be like, "Lee, I've just got the phone bill in."
Just having to plug it in all the time.
What have you been doing? And then they had that splitter. Remember when the splitter? Oh, no, you don't.
No, I remember the splitter.
Do you remember when the splitter got invented? That was like, holy smokes, Batman! Now I can use the phone and the internet at the same time. That was just like rocket fuel.
Yeah. I mean, with no incognito mode, what were you doing? What did you do on the internet back then?
I should have made a note of when incognito mode got made available. I haven't got. Do you know when?
I want to say.
I don't know. You might have known.
I don't. What is
all
this?
your web. I would have thought you read it.
I think Firefox invented that, something like that.
Yeah.
Firefox.
Maybe.
Firefox. So, Holly's got a quick quiz.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
To kick us off, because back in 1998, we was all obviously using. I think it's fair to say now that, for me anyway. I mean, there's go on Google. There's other search engines out there, but even the term you don't even go now to. Use a search engine. I'll Google it. So it's a way of using the internet. But back then, back in 1998, there were other search engines available. And Holly's going to have a quick quiz of what. So go on, Holly.
Well, some of these are modern ones as well that you can still use.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still use these.
There are others.
This is
apparently so.
Oh, right. I thought Google had literally gone out with its
I'm liking this. Yeah.
Superhero power and just defeated them all.
Mm-hmm. Some of these are real and some of these are fake search engines that you can use.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
Is this like real or not real? Is that the thing?
Yeah, it's real or not real.
Okay.
Some of them are more interesting than others. We have Swiss cows. Is it real? Is it fake?
Swiss cows.
Swiss cows.
I want to say fake.
No, that's got to be real.
Swiss cows.
I reckon that's real. Right, hang on. So we'll add some sort of ding in post, maybe.
Future me, okay.
Future me. Okay. So Swiss cows. Carl's going for fake news. Fake news. Fake news. I'll go for real news.
Well, it is real.
See, ding. Told you. Damn. Swiss cows. Who's gonna make that up?
Roger Federer probably uses that.
To be fair,
other than that,
yeah, Roger Federer
who else would
out
use
there
that?
selling his gear on Swiss cows. Look me up on Swiss cows.
Doesn't he get a cow every time he wins? Off piece here, but I'm pretty sure.
Why would he get a cow?
I think that's one of the things they do.
What, in Swiss? In
Yeah,
Switzerland?
in Swiss they get.
Swiss milk and chocolate and stuff.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I'm sure he gets a cow every
fair,
time he
maybe.
wins.
Have milker.
What, you think Switzerland's like, give him a cow?
They give him a cow every time he wins.
He's got he must have like a lot of cows now.
full on farm of
He
cows.
must have like Roger Federer farm.
Oh,
That could be
Fed
a game.
farm.
Fed farm.
Fed farm.
FedEx. Anyway, we've gone off.
Massively off.
gone
But
off.
yeah, Lee
Yeah,
won. Well done,
majorly.
Lee.
It's not my fault. You mean Swiss cows.
Yeah.
Finder spider.
Oh,
Find a spider.
Find a spider. Oh.
Now, you might have heard of this one somewhere.
Are you telling me it's real then?
Yeah,
Or are you telling me that it's like
No.
Oh, I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to say
find
fake
a
again.
spider?
Fake news.
No, that's
Spider is spelt with a Y.
see.
Ooh.
But then that could be Holly just winding us in.
I reckon it's a search for something else, but maybe not that sort of search.
You going real or fake?
I'm
I'll go
fake.
first this time. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. You've gone fake. I'll go real.
And now this one's quite interesting because it's fake in real life, but it's real on TV. So this is a search engine that appears in Breaking Bad, The X-Files,
Oh.
CSI,
Really?
Really?
and
Really?
Dexter. Yeah.
I like that.
They keep
I
all
like
keep
that.
using the same
Find a spider.
Finder spider.
Well, how did you even find that out?
How
Did
did
you
you Google
that?
I think I just googled it. Yeah.
Find a spider.
See the power of Google.
I like that.
Find it. So what's that? Neil one.
So
Does
it's-
that mean I don't get a point?
I mean, you don't get a point now. Not really.
Yeah, 1-1.
My name is Jeff.
Last one is DuckDuckGo.
Oh, DuckDuckGo.
Oh, it's
This has got to be used. This was Scrooge McDuck. Obviously,
well.
uses
If you
DuckDuckGo.
want to go searching where you know your privacy is going to be kept and legit, then yeah, that's where you go. So yeah, 100% true.
Is that? I'm going to take my steer from Carl Jenner here, and DuckDuckGo is real.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo is real.
Woo.
DuckDuckGo is a
2-1.
very, very secure browser that doesn't track you.
Does it
and
not?
do things like that. Yeah, it's a browser and also a
Oh,
search
let me
engine.
just write that one down.
Well, so they say. Come on.
DuckGo. Interesting. Anyway, so 2-1.
And let's have a last one then. I think this is a deciding one.
Actually, yeah, it's 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
No 2-1 here. It's
That's a
2-2.
2-2.
Well, I got the last one and that one.
Yeah.
K points.
It's Yippee.
What?
Whoa.
Yippee.
Skippy?
Yippee.
Yippee. That's real.
Yippee.
That's real.
It's got to be like an Australian one.
Yippee. Yes, there's some sort of yippee in it. Japanese or
Yeah, yippee.
Australian.
Oh, yippee.
Yippee. Don't go there.
It's real.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay.
That's
a draw.
then. It's a draw.
Oh well, I've got to come up with another one then, right?
Oh,
There we go.
that's a win though.
Chum hum.
What's she?
Jesus.
Chum hum. It's going to be fake. Come on with it.
That's written down.
Oh, they wrote it down. Oh, chum hum.
Chum hum.
Chum hum. That's real. That's real.
I'm going to do fake then.
That's real. Fake.
That's another TV one.
Yes! Man. Woo! TV one's done me.
I like
Chum
the TV
hum.
ones though.
Why are the TV ones so much better?
I don't know.
Find a spider and chum hum.
Yeah, I like the fact that they just have their own.
See, if they were about, Google would have been destroyed. Surely. We've all been on chum hum.
Find a spider.
Oh, I'm going to chum hum it.
Chum hum it.
I'm going to see. That's got such more of a. I mean, find a spider's great, but chum hum.
Oh, I want to
This is
see
one of those
that.
nonsense words. Like, what does Google mean? What does Google mean?
Oh, actually,
Do you know what Google does actually mean?
what does Google mean?
Google is there's misspelled. It's called Google, and it's something to do with a writing of a number.
Oh, is it a really
Apologies.
big number?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. It's a Google. It's GOOGOL. And anyway, when the two guys were putting it together, they misspelt that
Oh,
as Google, or I don't know if they misspelled it, but someone misspelled it that was working with the two founders, and so that's why Google's called Google.
okay. Oh,
It just kind of stuck. Yeah. Stanford in 1998. So back in that. So thank you, Holly, for that.
Yeah,
amazing
you're welcome,
quiz.
thank
I think that was a. Did I win?
no, you definitely did not win.
There are no winners here.
There are.
Make a note of that.
I won.
Remove Kyle from podcast.
But yeah, so
Anyway,
Google obviously has its own story, doesn't it? Really, started off small in their own little dorm, and they started growing.
it's back in 1998 when
Yeah.
everyone was using Excite, Yahoo,
Yahoo.
Lycos, apparently InfoSeek, Alta Vista. My favourite one, Web Crawler. There's another one, Dogpile.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember them.
Do you remember Dogpile? You were 6.
Well, they were there after I was
Someone
6 as well.
switched on 6-year-old.
Oh, well, AOL now.
You
Whoa.
were like that kid out of Daryl. Do you remember Daryl? That film with Daryl, the robot kid. Anyway, moving on. Ask Jeeves. Anyway, so sorry.
yeah,
So
Ask Jeeves, of course.
those what we were using. But sorry, Kyle. Tell us.
I was
Enlighten
just
us
saying,
with our Google story.
Obviously, because when they started out, they approached these other companies like Yahoo, trying to sell their
Did they?
Yeah, sell their idea, and obviously they got battered out the door. Don't know why, but obviously didn't think it was good enough at the time. So they decided to start up their own thing, and that's when the whole Google came about. Then they moved into their garage, and now look at them. They're
Yeah,
probably
there
like-
are. Yeah, I saw pictures on
Yeah.
Wiki of the first ever server that was in their garage.
Yeah, it's,
There's only about
persistence.
3 people that worked for them. And
It's
um,
insane how big it is now. It's like the most hip
I can't
website,
remember-
isn't it?
yeah, I mean they went, they founded it, and then they tried to sell it. I think it was like a year later. And they tried to sell it for about $1 million. No one would buy it. They reduced
Yeah.
the price to 750 grand. No one was still interested. They couldn't get rid of the thing.
That's a
and they
regret right there.
They stuck with it, thinking, okay, well, and look where it is now. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Was it 2.3, 2.8?
but why do you think Google? Why do you think Google succeeded when there were so many other web search engines available? Why Google?
They kept adapting, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't stop where the other companies to stop, and they thought they had a winner straight away. Didn't adapt it, didn't progress anything. Whereas Google just kept going with it, kept going with the flow, keeping up the trends, and then yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, but what do you mean by trends though? Because
Well,
it's a search engine. How can you keep up with
Well,
trends?
it's
in
a
search
different way search engines work, don't they?
Mm.
Some of them were like indexes that actual people had to compile. I think maybe was it Yahoo worked in that way, where it had just like categories that you would click rather than having to search something, and then Ask Jeeves worked in a different way, where everything had to be phrased in like a question. So that's why that one used to be
because didn't the two chaps come up with this page rank? That was the system that was behind Google, and that was how their operating or their search engine differed from the others, in that they had this different algorithm of work that was doing the actual web crawling.
And it's progressive, and obviously,
I always liked it. Well, I mean, I remember everyone's probably seen it, but we can post some moves up at the first actual Google web search or web page. But for me at the time, and the reason it was so simple was because the two of them had no experience at HTML. They couldn't design for toffee.
Just kept it simple.
So they just kept it so simple. But the thing is it worked because it just loaded so quick. It was the quickest search engine.
Yeah. With just that little search bar,
They simplified it down even more. Like the first one was pretty colourful and had some square rectangular boxes underneath it. But by the time they actually got to like the Google we know now, it was literally just a search engine and a logo.
Yeah, on a white page with a big colourful logo.
It's just like a colourful logo, and it was much more interesting than the Ask Jeeves, which, to be fair, there was something about Ask Jeeves I liked.
Because it was a person.
Let's
go Ask Jeeves.
I liked Ask Jeeves, but you're right. You just didn't get the.
They had a retirement party for him almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Wow. They have a picture of him like leaving and going on holiday because they retired, and it just became Ask.com.
Yeah, because it's still there, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Ask.com's still there.
Just Jeeves is on holiday somewhere permanently. Gardening leave.
Oh, I must make a note of that. Find Jeeves.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, well, there's a
hashtag.
There's a campaign, isn't there? Where is he? Bring him back.
Maybe
you should go to Google.
Maybe he's working at Google.
Probably is.
Insider.
Maybe. He's Alexa. No, wait.
Yeah.
That's Amazon.
That's another game, though, isn't it?
But then I suppose so. But it's amazing that from one search engine, Google's gone from where it was then,
massive,
to where it is. I mean, I guess today, in that you've got Google Docs, you've got the calendar. I mean, what else has Google done?
What?
Mail.
Design. Well, Google Design. There's loads of
that sort of flat design style thing. That was their big thing.
It was like that. Yeah, they've pretty much dabbled in everything, though, haven't they? They've got obviously the advertising now. They've got so much, and pretty much every company. Google Maps, obviously, which they've started charging for now.
Have they?
Oh yes.
So if you put a Google Map on your website, you have to pay them.
Well, yeah, you get a certain amount of free searches a day, but obviously after that you have to pay. And obviously that was a free entity for loads of companies that use them, and now they've obviously hit them with this service bill. Yeah, so it's a touchy subject around here at the moment.
So what are you going to have to do? Use Bing Maps?
There's maybe some open source maps out there.
You can OpenStreetMap it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's I mean, they've definitely done well because they obviously ploughed it out there, so everyone used it, got on board with it, and then suddenly you just wake up and see this email saying, "Hey, by the way, you're gonna have to start paying for Google Maps." And suddenly, all these companies that rely on these searches,
it's pretty crazy.
It's but Google, it's a money making machine.
Well, it funds. I mean, if you look at all the things that Google have done, and the fact that, and didn't they bought out Motorola to basically take over. I think there was a lot of patents that Motorola were using that basically to start. I guess that would be the launch of, not the launch then, but then the Google Pixel.
Yeah, because they've got the Android.
The Nexus came first as a piece of hardware.
Oh right.
Google Nexus.
Google.
Like the Androids in Blade Runner. That's where they nicked that from.
That's why I know he's down.
Yeah, their phones are called Nexus, so they're all like Nexus 3 or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Android phone.
Are you telling me that they called it Nexus because of Blade Runner?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they did. Why else
You've
would
got
they
that
do
down. So let me Google that.
Google Blade Runner. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know they were. Yeah, you're right. They were called the Nexus, whatever they were called.
Yeah,
the Nexus Replicant. Well, you had a
yeah, whole Replicant. No, I had a Nexus phone.
Oh right.
Okay.
Yeah, these are Apple people. They don't know what they're talking.
Oh no, I'm venturing out. I'm even thinking Google 3. Is it Google 3 XL?
The Pixels, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to swap now, just because. Yeah.
The cameras are so much better.
Was that, and is Apple a bit far behind now, and it's getting
Well,
boring.
that's
I like change. Change is good, isn't it?
I must admit, even if Google can make things simple, and not put everything behind. You know, every time you connect your iPhone. Anyway, but yeah, the Google. So you got the Google Pixel, but not only that, you got the Chrome OS. That if you think how far Google has gone, in that you can now find Google on your TV in terms of the operating system that they run.
Or with Chromecasts, if you're trying to make it smart.
Yeah.
You've got I've never used that. What's that about?
Oh, it's a device you plug into the back of your TV to make a dumb TV a smart TV.
Yeah. You must have seen that.
No.
You just pretty much do that. That's why, you know, with the old swipe it and it just goes onto your screen. It's like, wow.
Regular viewers of this podcast will know that I'm a little bit behind.
So a
Although, to
TV
be
is
fair-
this magical
Yeah.
No, I like my TVs. I get the TVs. I get that, and I get but you all know I'm a little bit behind. You know, I don't like automated stuff, chatbots, all that stuff. But I'll tell you what I did the other day. I was quite impressed. I was quite I found this quite interesting. So, got a new car, and I've got the phone thing connected up to the car.
Okay.
And I'm like, and you push the button, and it's like basically it's like, oh, Siri. So Siri pops up. What do you want to do? So you drive along. Obviously it's hard. So I'm like, well, what got? So call whoever. So I call the wife or call whoever, and it works. And I was like,
Power of voice.
yeah. And then it's like, because it's like, it asks you a question. It's like, what do you want me to do? How can I help you? It's like, that's what's good. So you've asked me a question, so I'm going to ask you a question. So text the wife. So what do you want to say? I'm thinking, right. So I read out all this. So I'm thinking, I send a simple text message like, be home in 10 minutes. Thinking, let's just see how it is. Fine. Does it completely text message sent straight? I'm thinking, this is amazing. I'll do it again.
Technology.
And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to test you now. So I was like, and I dropped in like some like Lee words like thingamajig and that sort of thing. So but it even translated thingamajig and sent it as a text message. I was like, it's a highlight of my world now. I'm like, wow. So literally, I get in the car now. I'm just like, right, who else can I send a text message to? But so I just like random text messages. I'm just firing them out.
And it's learning every time. It's learning how you talk.
Is it?
Yeah, oh, it must be. It's taking you in.
But the thing is, do you prefer the male voice or the female voice? I don't even know how to change it.
I only know the female voice, really.
I don't even know. Yeah, I've got male. I've got Jeeves, I think.
Yeah, that's where he is. You found him.
I found him.
Siri, you sound slightly different today.
Yeah. But there's, the voice.
But Siri sounds like a girl's name, right?
Yeah.
But why has he got a male voice then? If it's a male, it should be called Sid. Oh, Sid. Or Sydney.
Sid. No, yeah,
But why Siri? Because Alexa's a girl's voice. Can you get Alexa with a male voice?
I haven't tried.
I
guess so.
To be fair, I saw a lovely video of Google Home the other day, and it was a little bit cheesy.
That's another thing though.
But they were making a meal, and it was like this Google Assistant or something that was helping them to make this. So Google, how do I do this? And chop the onion, add it to the blah blah. They were just making dinner, but it was kind of cool how these two were just like, yeah, okay, and Google just, can you repeat that, Google? But it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And the thing with voice recognition, it's always like, it's brilliant, but if it doesn't work, as soon as it doesn't work once or twice, forget it. I'm done.
Yeah, I do get
fed up of
frustrated.
going, Google. You know, not that I haven't got one yet. You know, Black Friday.
Oh,
you know.
they're cheap now.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Other voice, what do we call it? Recognition, voice activation,
Objects.
voice objects are
Google
available.
now.
We're talking about you, Amazon.
Echo.
So, sorry, I've gone off on a piece there about.
But yeah.
So we've got the Chrome OS. What else have we got that Google have done? Do you know in 2010 they released Google Fiber?
Really?
Installed in Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, NFL. Kansas City
Let's
Chiefs.
get that in.
Kansas City Chiefs. They're on fire. Anyway.
So is that a super fast internet connection in Kansas City? Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, they've done that as well. And you know that apparently they've released Google Energy. And also, the other thing I've discovered, that all of their web servery areas, everything that basically draws power, they've gone completely renewable energy.
Oh, really? Everything?
Everything. They're aiming in that direction. Whether or not everything is, put an asterisk in there, but
That's good though.
yeah.
I mean, they do other things like I think they mow their lawn using goats and stuff like that.
Cows.
Cows
Maybe
and
they should
goats.
get. They don't.
They do. They get.
They
goats
mow
in.
their own grass by.
They just get goats in. And it's,
Goats?
Yeah.
What a team of goats.
Think green. Think goats. That's just one thing they're doing.
Where do they keep the goats afterwards?
I think they just put like one of those signal lights in, like Batman. It's a goat shape, and they just come on in and munch all the grass. That's how it rolls.
It's like spreading stuff on San Francisco. All these. Where are they based? San Francisco, isn't it? Silicon Valley. All these. There's no goats in Silicon Valley because they're all of Google's munching the grass.
They're in the mountain. Yeah.
Basting.
Yeah.
Google.com is apparently the most visited website in the world.
Yeah.
Um,
Before we jump in there, I'm pretty sure my wife's going to kill me for this, but my wife
Is it not
Googled Google.
Did the world implode?
But how do you Google Google? You just type in Google to Google.
She typed in Google to Google.
But she was already there.
She was already there, but she typed in Google.
Oh.
Was it? Yeah, but surely it just gives you a Wikipedia page.
But it's just the fact that she typed in Google to Google. I just couldn't believe it. I froze.
Yeah, but she probably thought it was a web browser. She probably thought it was like, because to be fair, I think to be fair honest with you, there are times where you've got the browser window there, you've got the browser, and you think,
You've done it, haven't you?
I think I've done it. To be fair, I think I've
Google.
Yeah, because you end up. Oh yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, can you remember when Google got integrated, or the search engine got integrated into the web bar, the search bar? Because beforehand you used to have to go to the web page, whereas now you can
It's
actually.
just there.
It's just there.
You can customize anything now, can't you? Though.
You know, from the point of in design or creating anything, a web engine, a search engine is amazing because you can search for literally. It's not. I mean, I loved it now. You can search for images. You can search for. You can search for anything.
So much.
You know, the amount of content that is available to you from a search engine.
Yeah, and it's getting smarter every day, you know. It used to be, you typed in pizza and it would just lead you to the corporate head of pizza somewhere. But now if you type it in, it'll be like pizza around you. It'll give you options. So you know where you are.
And the Google AdWords and everything encompass them in that. They show you the adverts that you've been searching. Everything is just tied in and based around you to make you buy. Or it is genius. It does suck you in every time.
Yeah, and people try to get to the top of the rankings when they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
It's fake
the
news.
bad side of Google. I mean, it's done a lot of bad things. I mean, 2016 for the electoral vote, was it? They had a bit of an influence, didn't they, in the search rankings, trying to influence people.
Or someone
to vote.
trying to get to the top when they shouldn't have been.
Yeah,
Okay.
so trying to get that, trying to get so many things. But so they're painted. We're kind of painting them to be this amazing company, but obviously they do have their dark side.
Yeah, there was something about their company mantra that they got removed.
The first one, don't be evil.
Yeah, that one.
Which changed to do the right thing, Google.
Oh.
Which you're not doing.
Oh.
They probably listen to that. I'm looking at it. If I get taken out, I'll go missing in the next few days.
My
please.
phone's listening to you.
Yeah, I know. Don't turn it off. But yeah, I mean, what a mantra to have.
We'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Check. Kyle is alive.
Because obviously,
Tuesday.
the privacy data thing. It's all they weren't that legit, were they? So, hence the DuckDuckGo. Is it DuckDuckGo?
Yeah, it's DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. So,
Was DuckDuckGo formed out of a?
I believe so. The
It's
fact
like
that
bad when is it a bit like when Superman went bad, and you had like Clark Kent, who had powers but didn't know he did, and then you might not remember this, and then you had like bad Superman, like I think it's Superman 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got bad Superman. It basically the way they represented bad Superman was that he just looked bad. Like he looked like he hadn't washed for a week.
A bit of stubble.
He had stubble.
Yeah.
He went into a bar, started drinking, and the best bit of Superman 3 was when Superman would start flicking peanuts at bottles, and the bottles would explode. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Superman was cool. Anyway, then you had the other good Superman. It was Clark Kent, who didn't really realise he was Superman, but he was. And they had a fight in some garbage construction thing, where compactor area. And anyway, Superman 3 is not the best Superman. It's the awful Superman. But, long-winded way to say that, Google went sort of split and had bad. So sort of DuckDuckGo is like, what is that?
It's a private browser.
Yeah.
So it's like the good
private
Superman.
search engine.
That's Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
get hacked.
clean and no one will search
Clean.
you or
Clark
copy
Kent.
you or do any of that stuff.
Brilliant.
That's the thing. Google is a bit tarnished. It's always going to be a little dirty, and no one's going to fully trust them
We're never
now.
going to get to that big. I mean, and not be...
Well, that's the thing. And I believe the guys who own it, Sergey,
You've just murdered his...
and Larry.
Mate.
I believe they have
Your
their own
days are
private
numbered,
runways in NASA.
No way.
Which
What's that for?
no other plane is allowed to fly there, but they apparently have their own private runway.
Is that for when the apocalypse happens?
Because
They like move to Mars.
They have
Yeah.
what at NASA though.
Yeah.
But to be fair, nothing's taken off at NASA, is it?
Yeah.
So if you can have a runway, you might as well have one at NASA.
It's because they know so much stuff. They probably know everything. And they're just like, we've got to give them anything they want.
Of course they know everything. They've got the keys
Google.
to the internet.
They're Google.
If
They know
anyone-
everything.
If anyone, they know everything. Because let's be fair, the kids out there in this day and age, they think that the founders are probably all those people that put all that stuff into Google in the first place.
Yeah, they didn't land on
No
the
doubt
moon.
my little girl's going to go, how does Google know everything? Dad, well, Sergey for merging them again, and Larry spent, their university years just whacking loads of information into the old supercomputer.
They were whacking.
Do you remember supercomputer? Do you remember War Games? Talking about supercomputers.
Yes,
Do you remember War Games? See, now how can you remember War Games on Superman 3?
I see films, you can watch them anytime.
So what?
Make a note of that. Can you get them on like DVD or something? Or DVD?
What's a DVD?
Yeah, what is this?
Let's not go back the other way. The days of DVD.
Yeah,
VHS
long gone.
tapes.
It's all about streaming, isn't it?
Stream.
Download stream.
It's all about. But this is a different matter. But it's about copyright issues.
Okay.
Right, grey. It's a grey area, maybe. But do you remember back in the day when you used to watch, like, the BBC would have that? You probably won't remember this. But remember on BBC, come Christmas, you'd have a Christmas movie. It'd be like the highlight.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember this? Or am I just?
No, keep going. I like it. Yeah,
Anyway,
keep going.
and you used to be able to, like, so let's say Star Wars came on, or Raiders of the Lost Ark, anything like that in the 90s. When it come on Christmas Day, you put your VHS tape in. You press 2 buttons. Now I was back in the day. This just shows how old my VHS recorder was. I had to push 2 buttons down to push record, play, and the red circle button to record, and I'd record that film off the TV.
Mm-hmm.
That film then was mine, in theory, to watch on my VHS tape whenever I wanted.
Well, unless the
now
ribbon starts getting tangled
Unless the
around.
ribbon got tangled around,
Well,
there was always, and it would get more degraded over time. But can you imagine that? You can't do that in this day and age. You're recording stuff off TV. Well, you do actually. You got the TiVo, to be fair.
Yeah, you can record stuff.
In actual fact, it probably doesn't.
It's probably better about that.
Nothing's changed, does it?
You can probably record more and
You probably
store
record-
more, and it takes less space.
It was that weird bit in the middle between tapes.
Yeah.
And now that was harder, where it was like, do I record it onto a DVD?
Yeah, because
what
they
do
did.
I do here?
They did do that, didn't they, for a bit? But
Yeah, the old DVD recorders. They
Yeah.
never took off.
if Google did it, they would do it properly, wouldn't they?
Well, Google do seem to do. I mean, Google Home, Chrome OS, the Nexus. Obviously, they cheated there because they nicked that from Blade Runner.
And Google
They
Ventures.
just should have called it. They should
So
imagine if you
much.
called a phone Rutger. No, that would have taken off.
Hell, the phone.
Or Howard.
I wouldn't go for it.
You know.
But yeah. I think they acquire one business pretty much every week. I think that's one of the.
Well, I mean, where do you think Google go from here? I mean, they've kind of Google Pixel. What's the next thing for Google? Where do you see Google next?
let's forecast this.
OS? Do you think they'll do
I have that already. Cool.
Well, they've got Chrome.
Yeah.
They got
Chrome OS.
Chrome OS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that run as like on a Windows machine or like a?
On their Chromebooks, I'm not sure what else you can do with it.
Oh, of course, yeah, they've got the Chromebooks as well.
I
They've
reckon
got their own
supermarket.
Google Supermarket.
Google Supermarket. They'll have their own thing, like
they're gonna
Amazon's
do sort of
gonna
an
start
Amazon
going
thing,
in.
right,
I
yeah.
think they're gonna have a big battle, and someone's got to win. It's gonna be just an overall go to Google for the everything. It's gonna be. It's gonna
Nah,
happen.
surely.
Google football team, Google League.
All Google would do, they just buy Amazon.
Ooh, that's a power struggle right there.
But you just because if they wanted to get into that market,
Yeah, I mean, but Google did acquire YouTube, didn't they?
Yeah, I was
Which was a
thinking about that.
massive thing.
But they're still losing money on that because the servers are so
Oh, really?
huge.
Yeah.
And that people are uploading hundreds of hours every second of the day.
Yeah.
And there's
oh,
like
Google
the
losing
paper.
money on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
I suppose
about
if there's only one company that can afford to lose for you, Bob,
Yeah.
Oh,
it would be Google.
Yeah, 'cause they got like a 5 billion fine for something they did bad again. Google bad.
But bad Google, like
Yeah,
Superman
but I think
Google.
they've got like stores of 191 million just in cash, waiting around, just sat there, paying these fines off.
So what you mean? Like, have you ever seen that bank out of Goldfinger?
Is it like
No.
Scrooge
Fort
McDuck?
Knox.
I was thinking like-
Fort Knox.
like
It is,
Hogwarts.
Google is Scrooge McDuck. Hogwarts.
Like Harry Potter's little.
Harry
when he opens it
Potter.
up and
Vault
there's
number,
gold.
whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Little key.
Yeah.
And Harry's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a wizard, Harry. If Rob was here, he'd do a very good.
Don't go in there.
Oh,
Don't go in there, Harry.
Oh, yeah, wizard. Yeah, anyway, moving on.
You're a weathered Harry.
Yeah, see? Killed it. So Google, yeah, they're bad Google. They're taking over they're everywhere.
Taking over the world. It was Tesco's at the point. Do you remember that when we thought Tesco's were just getting everywhere? Tesco Direct, Tesco Store, but they've died out massively now.
That's correct. It's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
I'm
gone.
not entirely, I like where you're going there, comparing Google to
Tesco's.
Tesco.
I'm just seeing the emerging markets there.
All our American viewers are going, what's that?
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, I think from a business point of view, it was interesting to see that how everyone was then trying to get to the top of the Google rankings.
Google, yeah. That's
And SEO was born.
They put a need out there, didn't they?
Yeah, but and that was the thing, because Google became the search engine.
Yeah.
It was the one thing that everybody just wanted to get to the top.
Yeah.
How do I get to the top? I mean, my dentist friend phoned me up years ago. He's like, "Oh, how do I get to the top of Google?"
No.
You know, and he's like, "This is how you do it, mate.
Pay-per-click.
Pay-per-click, or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I mean, you got to get your metadata. Is it still the same? Because you work in web. Is that
I still
changed
use
much?
everything. No, still use it all. Probably obviously improved it a bit more. Probably a bit dirty now, but yeah.
Dirty, what you mean, like dark soup, man? So we're going back that way.
Oh, you're going
We
dark.
were
But
dirty.
no, but yeah, you still just buy AdWords. You obviously you want to buy the most hit words, which cost you more. So yeah, I mean,
Because even the colour blue that they used for the links,
oh yeah,
they did that because I
Google
can't
Blue.
I can't remember the Google Blue, the Google Purple. That was meticulously designed and thought out as a process as to which was the most appealing colour.
Really, that blue?
Yep, they went through a whole design process. I read it on a podcast
I like
called
that.
Masters of Scale. There's one where the lady that they employed, I can't remember her name now, but I know that because Google used to give employee numbers their number.
oh really?
Yeah, if you're like employee number 3 or employee number 4.
I like that. It's like
I mean, I don't know if
Bond
that's
villain or
still the
something.
place now because they employ so many. But back then, when Google was very small, but yeah, I can't remember her name. I'll have a word with.
Google it later.
Kate. I'll Google it. But yeah, they researched it because even the font, even that they
Everything, yeah.
they discovered that serif fonts because when they started out, the designers had no idea about design. They had no idea about the fact that the difference between sans fonts and serif fonts.
It was quite an ugly logo, wasn't
And
it?
so they made sure that all of the fonts were so easily readable on the search engine, and what colours worked best, what attracted people. Because the whole point of it was to drive all of the traffic through Google.
Yeah.
So that that you'd had one search engine to rule them all,
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
where everyone was at. Bit like
Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah, we've just mashed Cheers. Where
Yeah.
everybody knows your name.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of employment come from Google. From the search
Yeah,
marketing and like loads of people, have been employed for that reason to try and get top of the, like you said, top of the
Yeah, SEO.
rankings,
Yeah,
so-
but to be fair, it became a. Well, like you said, it became a job.
Yeah.
How do I get to the top of Google? Well, this is what
Yeah.
you got to do.
I specialise in this. Let me tell you.
Do people still do that job?
Yeah.
Or has it become
well, it's different now. It's grown hugely now, isn't it? The whole social media thing aspect, and
Well, there's so many different facets to it now, isn't there?
there is.
There's not just getting to the top of Google.
No.
There's what's on your social media channels. There's
Campaigns.
What's on? Yeah, it's more of a.
You base every
Right,
campaign.
process.
Yeah, you could buy AdWords for certain campaigns because you want to get those up. So it's all everything's encompassing now. Just it's all online. It's all Google's.
It's all crazy. It's all about the mum of Google's.
The Google.
Well,
Where'd
there you go. Where do we go from here, Holly?
Well, I think we should maybe bring it round to something nice about Google.
Oh,
We've got Clark Kent Google.
Google
Yes.
Doodles.
Google Doodles. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. See the
What
one
is-
thing that
What is Google Doodles?
Holly, tell you.
Well, it's when they changed the actual Google logo to be something about it could be Sir Isaac Newton's birthday or
Yeah.
the anniversary of something, and they change it.
Oh,
They are very cool.
Oh, yes.
They have an artist who does that. They commissioned several different artists to do them throughout the year. And the first one was Sir Isaac Newton.
Noodle.
Sir Isaac Noodle. Let me.
Yeah, that's not
There we
Google.
go.
That
that-
was the first one to be animated. They
Okay.
had a GIF,
Oh,
a
nice.
little apple that fell down to the bottom of the page.
Oh, there
That's
we
cool.
go. So the first animated Google Doodle.
It was
Google Doodle.
Sir
Was-
Isaac
so-
Newton's
I-
367th birthday.
Oh, Isaac
His
Newton.
367th birthday.
Yeah.
Google's got nothing on him. He's got 367 years. Well, wowzers.
Yeah, and from that they started doing interactive Google Doodles. You know, like-
Interactive
I remember a
Google
few of
Doodle.
these.
yeah.
Did you?
Pac-Man, do you remember
Pac-Man,
Pac-Man?
yeah, the
So
Lego.
you can play a game.
Yeah, you can
You
play a
actually
game
play
with
Pac-Man
them.
on.
And then you can play Snake as well.
That's
Oh,
cool.
no, what? Nokia
Oh.
Snake?
Yeah,
You don't remember that, do you?
I do remember that.
Do you remember that?
Oh, many
Man.
hours spent.
Many hours waiting in the doctor's surgery.
Yeah. Dude. Oh
I
god.
swear I think also I played it on like an Amstrad or something. It was
Oh,
like-
you remember the Amstrad? Oh, Holly. Oh, man.
We're back down now.
Cassette discs.
Oh, well, yeah, because it takes me back to last week's podcast talking about John Lewis and the Elton John piano. You know, everyone has a gift that they received as a Christmas present that has started their journey. Mine was an Amstrad CPC 464. I love Alan Sugar. And yeah, it was my mum saved hard for that. She went down to Debenhams. They had a deal on it. Yeah, she brought it home. I was like, wow. So for Christmas, So, what was the best Christmas present you ever had, Holly? Mine was the Amstrad CPC 464. Started my entire life in computing. Obviously, it hasn't gone down too well because I don't even use any type of automation, bot chat, anything. And look, I've only just embraced Siri. So anyway.
Yeah, I think it was a doll's house that my dad built from scratch out of bits of wood. He'd like made little windowsills. It was like our house, and he'd like done like all the tiles and the roof, and he's put little plastic things in the windows, and it was also a bookshelf.
There, mic drop there. Bleep that one, Carl. Let's make a note of that. That's lovely.
That is.
Yeah.
You got a photo of it? Have you still got it?
No, I think it's gone now.
Oh, that's lovely. That. What was you, 6, 7, 10, 15 last year?
I wonder if Elton John's still got his first piano.
Of course he has. Well, if he,
Well, the advert's real, right?
I think he's got it. Surely.
Fake
Probably had it
news.
retuned a bit. You think
Yeah.
so? Fake news.
I reckon he got a guitar.
That's lovely, Holly. Oh, your dad did proper
Yeah.
tune. Made it out of his own bare
I
hands.
know.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Go home,
To build something.
build
Yeah,
house.
just build one for your daughter.
I'll just build a Lego house. There
Yeah,
we go.
just
That'll do.
Google how to do it and you'll be there.
Yes.
I'm
Google.
sure you could probably
Google
You
house
could.
building. There we go. Let's be fair. How many people? I wonder how many people have winged it out in the world. Think that you go for a job, think, yeah, I can do that. I'll just Google it. Turn up for the job interview, get it.
Oh, so I got this one right.
Really?
No.
That's good. There's an idea there.
Thing is, though, stuff like that, though, you talk about
Hang on, we need to get
Winging
back to
it.
your. Hang on, what
Oh,
was your
sorry.
favourite Christmas present?
Christmas
you've got?
present.
The one that obviously.
the one
had
that stands out.
The John Lewis effect.
Oh, it's too many. I can't remember that.
Jesus Christ, spoiled.
The PlayStation, first PlayStation, but then like wrestlers as well. But
Wrestlers? Well, you actually got a wrestler for Christmas?
no figurines. But
Oh.
I remember them so well, and I used to love them.
WWE, WWF.
Yeah, it was Sting. I think it was
Sting?
Undertaker.
What, out of the police?
Oh, he's much better than that. He had these like light blue trousers on with Scorpion at the side.
Oh, why do I call it? Oh, right, yeah, Sting.
Yeah, and
Penny
yeah,
drop.
Big Boss Man. Oh, there's so many.
Hulk Hogan?
No, I wasn't really a Hulk man.
Undertaker?
Yeah, I had Undertaker.
Yeah.
It was just like that. That's all he did. Chop.
Most of them, yeah, pretty fair.
Some of them just stood there like permanently like this. You couldn't do anything with them.
I need an action feature.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like the eyes pop out like Ghostbusters and stuff.
Yeah.
One of those.
Or the karate chop. From,
Yeah.
Who had the, no, was
What's
it?
that one?
I think it was something to do with Toy Story, wasn't it? Who had the karate?
Yeah, it was. Buzz Lightyear.
No, yeah, did you have
Chop,
the
chop,
yeah,
chop.
yeah.
Karate chop action.
Yeah.
Karate chop action. God, do you remember when that was? That was one of the toys to get for Christmas. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Sorry, we were saying about something else before we went into the Christmas thing.
It's
And
gone.
You've gone now.
It's gone. It's long gone. I can't remember that. What was it? It was something good.
Oh, great.
We'll edit it in later.
Yeah, I'll add it in.
Yeah.
I'll write something later at the bottom of this podcast.
So we've got Google Doodles, lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else good from the Clark Kent world of Google?
Well, if it's your birthday, apparently the Google Doodle changes.
Well, how does it know your birthday though?
I don't know.
See,
No, is that
It knows it
sinister?
all.
Or is it just Google Plus?
Is that see?
Ooh,
On
yeah.
one hand, they give you the Clark Kent Google gives you a animated gift for your birthday, but on the other hand of the dark, I don't know why I'm going over to you for this.
What was you back in?
The dark Superman, dark Superman. They obviously know your birthday, your inside leg,
Yeah.
and basically what you had for breakfast
And where you live.
and where you live.
Yeah, and how long it takes to get to your next destination.
Kyle, I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to see tomorrow.
I think
I
my
think
days are gone.
Google. I think Google will turn up.
Just carry me away.
It'd definitely be a white van. If Google would turn up, it'd be white, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
With a
but its
little
wheels
G on.
would be like green and
Yeah, it'd be
real
really
jewel
simplistic.
colours.
They'd probably have a camera on top as well, so it can map out the route as it goes.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, cheaper one.
You film it. They'd film
Yeah.
it, stick it on YouTube. Make sure they made some money out of it. The demise of Kyle.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't worry, Kyle.
We'd just
I mean,
find
you'll
it on
be-
Street View somewhere, wouldn't we?
We could. We'd be able to find you. We just Google it.
Oh, they'll cover it up though, won't they?
There'd be a campaign. Where's
a blur.
Kyle?
Yeah. What's that blur there? Oh, it's me. I mean, oh, man. Yeah. Google. Gotta love them.
Gotta love 'em. Well, anybody want to add anything else about Google? So we've had the Google Doodles. We've had the Google birthday. It knows your birthday. It also knows where you want to get a pizza delivered.
Yeah.
And your favourite pizza, your favourite topping, and it probably knows more
Probably
than
knows
you know
everything.
about yourself.
Yeah.
We've gone through the highlight being the Swiss. I still don't believe that Roger Federer has.
Definitely gets a cow, I'm
farm.
sure.
See, I'm definitely googling that.
I want some woohoos if that's true.
Okay, if you use okay, we'll get you some woohoos. Woohoos is a bonusly thing we do at work where we basically give people woohoos
For being right.
for being right about a Swiss cow.
About Swiss cows.
Holly, anything from you on Google?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a happy birthday.
Yeah, two decades of Google.
Is it?
2 decades.
When was it? The actual birthday of Google.
Oh, I don't know. I have to Google it.
Yeah, they'll change the Doodle Google Doodle.
Research. Oh yeah, because what was their Google Doodle for their birthday?
We'll have to find out.
Ooh. It's got to be like birthday cake. Is that too obvious?
That's original, Carl.
When's your birthday?
Oh. It's ignored
It's
you.
asking me when my birthday is.
Oh, see, it turned it round on you.
You see, I go back to my point.
It knows!
Oh no! You got your birthday.
Well, it knows when your birthday is.
When's my birthday?
Your birthday's
wow.
on. How does it know that?
I must have told it.
But where
That's
did you get
scary.
it?
Oh, it's gone through your calendar.
Yeah, probably.
Is that a pixel? Or is that a...
This is OnePlus.
Oh, that's yeah.
Man,
Wow. It knows your birthday.
Tin foil hat.
But it just didn't release its own data, did it?
No.
it didn't tell you
This is
when.
quite hard to Google.
Do the right thing,
actually.
Google.
When is Google?
Oh, hang
here we
on.
go.
hang
When's
on.
your birthday?
Here we go.
Yes.
Nothing but a bit of live on air
Live on there
research.
Googling.
You couldn't have had an episode without Google. That bit of Googling.
No,
I mean,
you
it
got-
just wouldn't have been cricket, would it?
No.
It's just this year. It's saying sort of
This year.
September.
Oh well,
Okay.
September. Happy birthday.
Okay.
I think it was September. To be fair, September does ring. 1998. So, happy birthday, Google.
Yeah.
You have basically come along and reinvented pretty much
The Tinternet.
the internet and the way that we use it,
Yeah.
and the way that we obviously not only that, the way that we get mail, the way that we get about, the way that we translate stuff,
The way we talk.
the way that we watch TV, the way that we even the way that we interact, even sometimes in the way we vote. Google has pretty much had.
It's got us.
There's a reason it's probably the most visited website in the world. So until next week,
Yes.
let's Google out of here. I'm going to go
Google.
find out basically how many cows Roger Federer has, and why there's a shortage of goats in the world due to obviously
A lot of grass to be
a lot of
eaten.
grass to be eaten in San Francisco. Holly, lovely to have you on the podcast.
No,
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming and joining in on what has been one of a epic show of Google
Googleness.
proportions.
yeah.
Kyle, it's been nice knowing you, mate.
Oh, always a pleasure. Oh yeah,
I
I'm off.
appreciate all your efforts, and I wish you well
I'm gonna need it.
as you venture out into the attached
Google stratosphere.
Google world. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you next week, Kyle.
Hopefully.
And on that note, please reach out to us on all our social media channels. You can get to us on Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook. Are we on Facebook? We are.
No,
on
we're
Facebook.
not.
No, we're not on Facebook.
Why do I get that wrong every week?
I don't know.
What is wrong with my brain?
No
Mental
Facebook.
note. BDA is not on Facebook.
Tell you, we're not on Google Plus either.
We're also not on Google Plus. Please reach out to us on our social media channels at BDA. You know where we are. It's always great to get in touch, and it's good to have a chat. Until next week, until
Yes.
episode
4.
44, we'll see you next week on episode 44. Peace out, bye. Happy
Bye.
Googling. Why do we wait?
I don't know.
I know, it's quite cool though.
Do you think?